Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for July 2019. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could have planets in the sign of Pisces. You're in love with the Pisces. Who isn't? And you are intuitively guided, or you're intuitively guided. Welcome everyone. I'm glad you found me. I'm glad you came back. Hopefully I have your messages here. I feel confident that I do. I feel confident the right people are guided to my channel, and I leave it there. I let the messages grow and fly to wherever they need to go, so I trust in that. Anyway, I do have us by a window. I have to tell you, it was just so peaceful and quiet, and all of a sudden I'm hearing like 3 airplanes in a row. So we're going to let that one go by. Wish them love to wherever they're going. And let's get into your reading. Alright, we're going to start with the Good Tarot. Pisces, when I'm about to do your reading, I really have to prepare myself, because your readings are always, much like Scorpios, very deep, emotional. I feel spirit is always in your reading. And I feel the reason why is because you allow it, you're open to it, and so we receive it, right? Alright, my loves. Let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths and just clear our mind. We're going to release the outcome. And we are going to go with the flow. I am noticing, excuse me, I can hear the air conditioning in the back too, so we'll see. We may not keep the window open the whole time. We'll see. Alright, my loves, what's going on? July 2019. Today's 28th of June. I believe we're entering into eclipse season. And I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it's something that I think I just realized is that, is it every July and August that we go through eclipse? Like, is it set times? I don't mean predictable, but I mean, like, is it every July? A certain planet's going into retrograde, because I know Saturn's going into retrograde, Mercury's going into retrograde, Jupiter's going into retrograde. So a lot going into retrograde. Alright, let's see what's going on. Well, beautiful. We open your reading with the 9 of Cups. I love that. And we have the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's looking right over at the King. It's almost that feeling of having a crush on someone, or I wouldn't say admiring someone. I feel like I'm admiring someone from afar. It's funny, she's in water and he's in the sky. 2 different worlds, right? I really have to learn symbolism too. You think this far into tarot, I would know everything I need to know, but I'm constantly wanting to learn more. I want to call him the Birdman. Like I'm in New Mexico and you're in Alaska. No, Well, yeah. But it's more like I'm in the tropical weather. You are in, you're in the frost. I'm in the warmth. It's like a white scarf around his neck. It's spirit. It's what's giving him his voice. This is something about your voice. This person's voice. We have the Three of Wands. And beautiful, we have the Sun card. Card of Leo. Major Arcana. Leo is ruled by the Sun. I'm going to have to clarify this King of Swords because whoever this king is, male or female, by the way, this is someone that you want to bring into your future, that you want to take with you. Like, I want to put him in my boat and then get into the sea and then sail away. It is like moving this person. I'm saying Alaska, it just was popping to my mind as cold. Beautiful, but cold, okay? Because I am feeling two distinctive temperatures, let's say, and I don't know, like, you either want to move this person to where you're at, the one who's, the one who's living in a warmer temperature, the one, I also feel like one of you may have kids and one may not have kids. One of you may live in your hometown and one of you may not live in your hometown. I feel if that's the case, and this is about the merging of a couple, for whatever reason yet to be determined, one moving to the hometown of the other, and maybe both, but I don't know. I feel like this person's been in the cold probably all their life, because I feel like, I don't feel like, I feel like they like where they live, right? May even be a big shock to the system. Okay, let's get some more cards out. Interesting. Nine of Cups opening your reading is about self-fulfillment, right? Your self-fulfillment, your dreams, right? And the recognizing of them, though. I'm not still, let's say in the Star card where it's asking me to continue to give that hope, right? Which is such an important component of this recipe. I feel like I've moved beyond that now. Okay, so it's no longer just the spark of hope. Now it's the actual, it's moved beyond that. Okay, so now it's in the physical. I don't know if it's like in the physical, if you know what I mean. It's in the atmosphere. Let's get some more cards. What happens is I break it down and I break it down until it all comes to me, and then I get cards, and they're the cards that come out. So I have to learn, just let the cards do the talking. Someone may be interested in someone. Have your sight on someone who may have somewhat of a cold personality. just feel like I was being poked in my throat. So there's something about communication here. Well, I do. I feel like I was just poked in my throat. Okay, something about this King's... You know, and I'm not getting any cards, and I just knew there's a reason. So there's something within this King. And either his ability or his lack of ability to speak up. I have the Page of Fire, but I noticed Page of Wands, when it came out, it really knocked your dream. It shook it up a little bit. It kind of started to knock it off its axle. And why? What is it? Well, it's something stirring within me. It's something stirring within me. I'm no longer content just doing the same old, same old. There's something, you know, I'm getting this feeling that there's something for me. You know, I'm being called to something, to someone. There's a reason behind it. And it's kind of like shaking up my life a little bit. Nothing I can't handle. It's not that. It's, you know, it's making me aware. It's shaking me up so that I can then have the awareness of it. Okay, so something's pulling you. Man, and I know it's got something to do with planetary action too. I just don't know what planets. But I can feel it. I can feel like even the pull of the planets. Okay, I feel like it's just something small that just needs to be overcome. I don't feel like it's anything big. You know, when I feel that, then it must be self-created, because self-created beliefs and all that are the easiest to change because we've created them, right? I was watching the debate the other day real quick, the Democratic debate, and one of the, I was going to say contestants, because they acted like contestants. You know, they didn't act like the political figures are supposed to, but anyway, someone said about a belief, and I think it was about gay rights, and they were against it, and she said, well, you know, I've evolved, and my beliefs have evolved. And just the way she answered it was so honest. Like, you're right, at one time I was against it, but I've learned, right? And it does change. It can change my beliefs, even my core beliefs. I don't know, I just felt proud of her for just saying that. Okay. Anyway, why am I putting that up there? I feel like I'm losing the light. I feel like I had to say those words. I'm losing the light. I'm not losing the light. Actually, the light is... Anyway, I don't know. Alright, let's keep going. You know, this is an opportunity that's coming up, no doubt. Some type of opportunity is coming up, right? And, you know, I can only think that it's divinely guided because I know it's stirring something within you. You may not understand it, right? It may seem foreign to you in the beginning. And I'm just saying foreign because, again, I feel like I have two different energies. Anyway, it may seem foreign to you. But with the sun here, this is something that is going to be illuminated, and it's illuminated in its time, right? It's illuminated when it's meant to be illuminated. I'm noticing that you start the reading at the Nine of Cups. That tells me that you've gone through the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is that need to look at those 8 cups, which represent different emotional times in our life. You know, those emotional things that leave a mark behind. You know, it's like the holes on a belt. Not every circumstance deserves one of those holes, right? It's the major events. It's the things that, okay, that's when I changed. That's when that happened. That type of thing. So this will be a notch on the belt. Oh, I got cards. I have the Three of Pentacles. Well, here's the coming together. And here's the want behind it. Here's the merging. Here's the want. This tells me, you know, can this be related to work because it's Pentacles? Absolutely. But I know with the Nine of Cups, this is also something that brings you emotional satisfaction. Okay? This is about your emotional satisfaction. And that can certainly come from work. Let's keep going. Look at that. Well, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Hello. That is self-employment. That's independent energy. And that's doing well within it. This could be energy you're entering or leaving. And I don't mean the success, but the independence. Let's just keep getting the rest of the cards. Oh boy, there's the Tower. And look at that, there's the Ten of Cups. Okay, I gotta look at this. It seems important. So between the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups is the Tower. However, right above the Tower is the Sun. The Tower, we have to remember, is universal energy, right? It's guided to us for a reason. Something's meant to end. We're at a 9 with the Nine of Pentacles. We're at the 9. Many times the 9 will signify the end of a journey. Believe it or not, I'm thinking about getting a bike. I don't know. Anyway, and I mean, I'm not a biker chick or anything like that. I'm just thinking about getting a bike. The freedom of the bike. I don't know. So, you know, I have to tell you what it looks like to me right now is moving into the Ten of Cups. The independent, especially because I said, I don't know if I've said this before, but I don't recall saying it in this way. When I first hold up the Nine of Pentacles, saying it was independent energy, which I do say all the time, but saying, let's see if it's moving you out of it. I normally don't say that. But then the Tower comes out, and I notice when I'm asking questions, I'm getting like immediate answers. So I do feel like this is talking about moving you out of independent energy. I don't feel like it has to do with business, like, well, let's go. Let's just go deeper and we'll figure it out, okay? But the Tower shows up first, and then the Ten of Cups. I almost feel like I should do one more row, and I think I'm going to. I know you guys won't mind. You're like, do your thing, Sandy, do your thing. Just tell me what I need to know. I don't care how you do it, Sandy. Just tell me what I need to know. And I appreciate that. Okay. You know, I do say, if you are ending a business, maybe, you know, you could be ending a job, moving into your own business, that type of thing. What's ever happening here, I'm comforted by the Sun being there, okay? Because this tells me that it is moving you into beautiful energy. I have the Three of Wands above it also, which is a feeling of, it's positive energy. It's looking at life with a positive attitude, you know, no longer a negative energy, now into that positive flow of life. So whatever this tower is bringing or has brought, I just feel like I'm going to thank it. Okay, I have the King of Pentacles. Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I also have possible Virgo energy here. I'm sorry, I haven't even been mentioning Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Scorpio, I believe is the tower, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, could be a younger. Oh, and this is not the King of Pentacles, this is the King of Fire, the King of Wands. I don't know why I said King of Pentacles. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we have a lot of fire on the board. Alright, well this King of Wands is attached directly to the Ten of Pentacles. He's also attached to the Three of Pentacles. Now, why I'm speaking incorrectly here. I think I'm coming from this King of Swords energy where something up with the throat. This King of Fire is directly attached to the Ten of Cups. And then above them is the Three of Pentacles. So this person's coming with us too. And let's get our last two cards out. We have the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. So we have the Page, and now we have the Knight. So again, movement, right? Page to me is what I'm thinking about, the plan I'm putting in place. But because it's fire, this is not something that, you know, I'm thinking about all the details and things like that. No. This is something that I know from the Nine of Cups that I want in my soul. I know that. I know it's going to bring me, well, I hate to say soul satisfaction, but there is this knowing with it, right? So, you know, it's definitely what I want. I want to make movement. The Page of Wands. I want to make movement. The passion, again, is starting to seep in. The illumination of the sun kind of directing. And I like it's actually up where the sun would be as we imagine it, right? In the upper right-hand corner. So, what a beautiful illumination over this whole reading. You know, whatever the energy is with the tower, it doesn't stand a chance against the sun. So the tower energy should only remain, you know, shortly. And, you know, the image I'm getting is like flour spilt on a floor, on a kitchen floor, and then somebody turns the fan on. So the flour starts to settle on the floor, and somebody hits the fan, and all of a sudden, whoosh, it goes up and it just spreads everywhere, right? It's much like our thoughts. This is how I see this page for you. You know, and the Knight over here is the fan. It's the fan. It's the action. I'm picking up something, something about the Jews, something Jewish. A Jewish holiday. Creating something, some type of symbolism. 4 cards. I'm going to take them. Alright, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is coming under the Tower. Pluses. I have the Hierophant. I have the Knight of Pentacles. And look at that, I have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So, you know, that what I said earlier about eventually seeing that blessing in the Tower. Hello. Hello. You know, first of all, some of you may be rediscovering your own faith. You may be going back to your church, your place of worship. And, you know, I know why you left. You left because something within your place of worship didn't sit right with you. Didn't sit right with you. And what's being brought to my mind is, you know, I grew up in the Catholic Church. And when my parents got divorced, my mother was thrown out of the church, along with us, the children. Well, I don't know if us children were, but, you know. Anyway, they threw her out of the church. And that stayed with me my whole life. Because I thought to myself, isn't that exactly when a woman would need you? Need the church. And you threw her out. I just can't see God loving in that way. So, this is the image I'm getting because, so that was my split, right? That is when, at least mentally and physically, I split from the church, okay? That impression, it's like that hole in my belt has stayed with me. However, here, I feel like I'm telling you this because someone's going through something similar like this. And listen, you may be thinking about, I don't know, because I'm picking up something Jewish also, okay? I had that earlier. But, you know, there may be someone who's asking you to change your religion. And maybe you're having a hard time with that, right? And you need some type of confirmation that it's okay. And, you know, not that I'm any kind of expert, but I feel like I have to say to you, it's okay. It's okay because what you're doing is you're adding in more wisdom, okay? There's nothing wrong with learning another's religion. Matter of fact, if we're going to be these people who criticize others, then maybe we should know, you know, exactly what we're criticizing. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about just letting all that go. That's probably what's stopping you. This is about letting it go and just go for the higher wisdom. It is a higher wisdom. Okay. Now, I do feel like a few of you, this tower is representing you being kicked out of your house, thrown out of your house. The split up of someone, which, you know, something moves you from where you were. And, you know, it can even be in your business. You know, maybe something happened within your business. You had to shut the doors. You had to close it down. You know, something that feels traumatic. Yet, what's the blessing? Well, the blessing is, you know, if I lost that building, well, then the perfect place is going to show up for me anyways. Maybe my rent was too much, but I love the location. Well, the perfect place in the perfect location with the perfect rent for you then shows up. Understand that, because this is putting you where you need to be, you know, where you will be best, okay, for whatever's coming with that. This is, you know, it's that feeling, and I've told the story before, I'm going to say it really quick, but it's exactly what I'm talking about here. When I first started my business online, I started with only Facebook. That's all I did. I didn't even know that much about YouTube. I mean, I'm 58. I didn't grow up with computers. It wasn't my thing. So people my age, we're not like, oh, got to get online, got to do this. Well, maybe some. Anyway, so I started only on Facebook, and I would just put free readings on there. It's like I had to get the word out. And I used the name Archangel Guidance. By the way, it's the name I was guided to use. All this has just been me following my guidance. So anyway, I was doing Facebook for like 3 months, really getting to know people. It was great, just like now, building up a community. And then Facebook just shut me down completely. Took away my page because they said it was a business name and I was doing business things. I was putting free readings on, but they took it away and I was devastated. I was in that tower like, holy shit. There goes all my contacts, everything I've worked towards. All these people are going to be like, where'd she go? They weren't the people I know from childhood, so I couldn't just go look them back up. It was devastating. Devastating. I almost quit it. I thought, that's a sign. It wants me to quit. The universe wants me to quit. Well, then I get an epiphany to start watching YouTube. So I watched a few videos on YouTube, and I thought, I can do that. I can do that. It's just like doing a personal reading, except reading for the collective. I can feel collective energy. I can do all that. And I began. And, on Facebook, I reached maybe 300 people. And that was a lot to me. It is a lot. But on YouTube, 114,000 people so far. That was my blessing after the tower. This is what's happening to you, okay? This type of energy. Probably completely different circumstances. Maybe some of you could be very close circumstances because we mirror each other, right? Because we're all like-minded. So, just heads up that, again, the pain of the tower disintegrates quickly. Okay. Well, the lighting just completely changed here. All right, let's see if it's going. What else I need to get out of this? All right, so we have your guardian angel with the Hierophant also. We can look as the guardian, or I'm sorry, well, it could be a guardian angel. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, right? We all know that. Slow moving energy. We think we're never going to get it. Whatever change we want, we feel like it's never going to come. Attached to the Hierophant. This is telling me that what's moving forward, the energy you're moving forward in, is, a strong sense of faith. Using your intuition, incorporating your spirituality, like using it all. Number 5, it's like popping out to me. This is about movement, right? It's about movement. And then I have the Knight, which is also about movement. Okay, this is what I'm going to do because there's a lot of cards here. We're going to just bring out the clarifiers right away. Bottom of the deck, look at that. I have the Ace of Pentacles. Abundance. The beginning of something, something great. Here comes the sun again. Here comes the sun, everybody. Alright, I need vivid cards against the sun. We'll use Crystal Vision. I apologize if the light is too much. Next month we're going to be at another location. Where I go, you go. Where you go, I go. Where to begin? Where to begin? I think we need to begin at the Nine of Cups and this King of Swords. Look what's at the bottom, the Ace of Cups. We have the Five of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is doing it again, right? This is trying it again. This is wanting to try it again. But no, I shouldn't say. The Nine of Cups is more the wanting to try it again. But again, remind you what I said. It's about the fulfillment, though. So whatever it is in the Nine of Cups that I'm hoping for, there is fulfillment, right? And just realize the Sun is supporting that Nine of Cups. It's also showing me this Page of Fire and the Tower here. Whatever shook my foundation, it was meant to be. And what did it do? What did it do for you? It got you in some type of movement, right? It triggered something within you. For some of you, it forced you to move up, move on, whatever. And maybe you're not feeling the blessing yet. So it's tough when you're not feeling it yet. But we open up the reading with it. Anyway, I do feel like this is wanting to do something again. Wanting to try again. I got the 5, and then I got the 10, right? So the 5, single, right? Single 5. 10, it's the double 5. So I definitely want to move from this single energy, much like the 9 of Pentacles here. 9 of Pentacles, independent. And I'm only talking about independent as in with someone else or by myself, not about the financial aspect and all that. But again, that independent energy, and then the Tower. Again, the Tower is universal energy. But remember, we're co-creators. So, in my mind, in my subconscious, somewhere, did I really want that Tower to come in? Sometimes we're afraid of doing things until the Tower forces us. Anyway, here's the Hierophant again. So Taurus twice on the board with Major Arcana, by the way. Let's take one beside him. Or her. Okay. So I have the 7 of Swords and I have the 2 of Cups. So the people in the 9 of Cups and the King of Swords. Remember, this doesn't have to be a sword energy. It doesn't have to be swords. I mean, it's something with communication. I have to tell you that because I literally felt like I was being poked in my throat. And not that it was painful, but I felt it. Okay. It's weird. As soon as I said that, I felt it again. So something within this king. There's something to do with his throat chakra, something. And then we have the 7 of Swords, just came up with the 2 of Cups. So I have no doubt someone wants to come back together. And, I really don't have much doubt that the universe is behind the person who would like to bring this back together. Because I feel like energy is working towards that. This is showing me someone evolving from a less mature way of being. 7 of Swords could certainly be the energy of... First of all, I always find 7 of Swords is very unique energy. Very unique. Even if I don't like what the person's doing or people don't like what I'm doing it because it's just, I do it from a place that people don't know. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, but this is also showing me, because I have the 5 of Swords, right? So probably arguing over someone's ways, can I trust? The Hierophant right beside that. Is this someone that, clearly someone that lost your trust. but maybe asking you to have faith in them again. Have faith. They are showing at the Two of Cups. So again, it's the beginning. Okay? And it's right where it should be. When I say beginning, you may have years and years and years of history. But this won't be the relationship of yesterday, right? This is going to be the relationship for the future. So right now, at the beginning, we can kind of lay the foundation. And maybe we lay the foundation differently. Because we're aware of it, right? So we're aware. We've come through that Eight of Cups. We're aware of why certain cups have been knocked over, kicked over, thrown over. Because you can't get to the Nine of Cups until you stopped at the Eight of Cups and put all those cups back up. So I've at least have awareness over. And it does mean my own part too. It's two people in a relationship, period. Okay. So, You know, I want to know what's going on with my throat. I want to know. I have the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. Eight of Wands moving into that. Into this Queen. I wanted to know what was wrong with my throat. So this Queen of Wands is somehow part of it. Is this person attached to this Queen of Wands? Is this king actually... Is this king waiting for you to make the move? Okay. I want to be very clear here. When I say king, it can be a queen or a king. And I really feel that right now that I could be talking to female or male. Okay? Both I'm talking to. Okay, because I have someone here who is I feel like they're waiting for you to make the move. They're definitely waiting for you to make the move. This is why I'm feeling this in my throat. Okay? Now, why are they waiting for you? Because you are more of the bold one out of the two. And I don't mean like I walk into the room and, hey, here I am. You may be like that. But this is about when it comes to relationship, the two of you being together. You know how to talk. Now, this is when you're coming from your higher self, okay? Because the Hierophant is here over this conversation. So I'm not coming from lower energy here. This is what this king is hoping also. But it's not just hope, right? This is what can be fulfilled. It's showing us with that being your very first card. Okay, so the king is, the king knows, you just know more. You're just better at figuring things out. You're better at the first move. You know how to humble yourself. I feel like they do too. Yeah, honey. Oh, sorry about that. My granddaughter just knocked on the door. Pisces, there's something about this king where, let's face it, they're putting a lot on you. They're putting a lot into the universe also. Can I tell you that? Their thought process. I feel this often where some of them may even watch the same video. They may turn on this video. You may not comment. I hope you do comment. Anyway. This person's also trying to reach you through thoughts. May reach you through thoughts. May reach you through the mind. Let's put it that way. Through dreams. They may feel very real. And they are real. This connection is as above, so below. But this king, it almost feels like someone took out his throat box. His throat box? His throat box. Is that such a thing? Took out his throat box. It's probably like what's in a guitar or Alright, I want to take a card right over the king. And my question is, what is it that's going on directly with his throat? Just, give me clarity on that. I've got cards everywhere, but I feel like I have to take them. Alright, first of all, a Two of Wands is in reverse, and it was sitting on my laptop just like that. So I know it's meant to be in reverse. So there is, it's not making that decision. It's not movement forward. But let's figure it. Let's go a little deeper here. And we're only looking at what's going on with this king and why he's expecting you. Or this could be you expecting the other. And why am I expecting it all from them? And what's going on that my thread that I can't bring it out. Okay, I have the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Fool. Wow. I was thinking about making that offer and then making that offer. Thinking about, asking someone on a date and then doing it. And there's the Fool. Almost like, I have it in the thought process. And once I put it into movement, everything is the Fool saying, and then everything will be just fine. Everything will be okay. I'm just looking at a bird just walking right up to my window. It's got a little bit of a purple head. I don't know my bird species. I don't know a lot, huh? Anyway. Okay. I have the Page of Pentacles. This is all coming out in the King. The Seven of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Nine of Cups. And the Empress. Does this king need some type of healing? I wouldn't be surprised if someone loves someone who may have had, like, throat cancer, may have, gone through that, but, and their life probably changed in some way. I don't know. I just feel like I'm picking that up. I go to make a move, and then something happens. I open my mind up to the energy of the universe, and I go to make a movement forward, and then something seems to jump in front of me. There's always something that's like that gets in front of my progress. Whether it's through my own energy. This is your king talking, by the way. Whether it's through my own energy, but I swear to God, it's like I want to go forward, and I'm teaching myself. I am teaching myself. I'm learning, but I'm coming. I've come across challenge after challenge after challenge just to move ahead. I want to move ahead clearly with you. Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. This is completely on the King. The King's dream, where he's putting his energy. Also within his Eight of Wands energy. As above, so below. What's meant to happen will happen. This King is also putting his energy. He also needed to walk through that Eight of Cups. And that was his Eight of Cups. I can't get forward. I can't. He had to face things. And to him, it felt like, well, they were challenges. But he didn't understand it. Like, why won't the universe let me move forward? Let me tell you guys, for some of you, you know, it's almost like you've been under a blanket of protection. And I don't mean like physical, any kind of physical danger, but like a universal time period, a timeout, right? It was a universal timeout. And sometimes when we're in that universal timeout, those who are just kind of like, you know, because I have two people in the Nine of Cups now, both bringing their hopes to life, okay? Now think about it from whatever angle that puts two people in the perfect place at the perfect time and everything that has to take place. I'm sure we don't even have a clue. Well, that's what's happening. This King, what felt like push after push, was to bring him to the state of awareness, right? The state of awareness. Not fully there yet. Not fully there yet. And this is why they're hoping that you will do the work, right? That you will do the work, that you will show up, that you will call, that you'll send a text, a spark, just a spark. Just not there yet, right? Just not at the full energy yet. Wants to be, but the universe is just saying, we want to make sure all your cups are upright before you can move into Pisces life. Pisces cups are now all upright. If they're not, they're about to be. And it's the blending. I won't be surprised if Temperance comes out here. Okay, I'm picking these up, and I'm actually going to change decks because I feel like I've used too many already. Not too many, but don't worry, I don't forget what cards came out. Like that Two of Cups. You know what? I'm gonna keep them just for a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm feeling it in my hand. It just feels like there's plenty left. Where do I want to go? Looking at the card, the Sun card. Look at that, I have the Nine of Pentacles again. Which is also right below it. Ten of Wands. You know, it's just the energy of something within my business, something within my career. You know, it's almost like, how do I want to say this? Much like the King, where I go to step forward and it's like, boom, 2 steps back, right? I go to apply for a loan and I hand in the paperwork. Nope, didn't sign something. I have to sign it again. It's kind of like a Mercury retrograde. you know, thing after 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 thing. That energy is ending though. And you know, this thing after thing after thing after thing, there may be something within your career that you needed to sharpen. And because of these restrictions, you did. Or something you added in, something you learned, something helped change within your abundance, your career, in the name of challenges. I have the Hangman. I have the Five of Wands. I have the Ace of Wands. And now I have the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm looking at the Sun. Yes, I do have Leo, and my hand's itchy all of a sudden. My palm, which I believe is a sign of money coming in. So itch, itch, itch. Money coming for Pisces. Okay, anyway, listen, it just feels very clear to me, especially now it's coming out in the Sun. I have the Five of Wands with the Hangman. So there's something within, oh man, it's like I hate saying this to you guys because I feel like I'm always saying it, but I guess I'm always going to say it until none of it, no energy remains. It is the energy of looking at oneself, within a relationship, particularly my need to be right, okay, at all cost. This can certainly be their energy too, but right now I know that I'm talking to you, probably not all of you, you know, but it's a fact of energy at a standstill. Now, I'm saying in a standstill, but there's a lot of beautiful things happening during this standstill, right? You're seeking wisdom. You're growing spiritually. So are they. Each in your own way. Has not been easy. It never is. But the growth, you know, you forget about that pain, and what emerges is quite beautiful, right? So there is this awareness, right? And it is showing me, not awareness, but there's this resistance to perhaps look at myself, because, you know, I have the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful, independent, loving me, life, but I also have the Ten of Cups down here. Where's Ten of Cups right here. And this is not about me, right? Ten of Cups is not about me. Can't be. So, it's like this awareness. Why? Because I want a relationship of my dreams. You know, you've already had the so-so relationship. You want the relationship of your dream. So do they. You can't have that if it's me. You can have a relationship. You can have love. But you're not going to have the relationship of your dream. What your soul, you know, what you're trying to manifest. You're asking for a higher love. You have to match it. You got to be what you want. And then what you want will be. Hey, I just made that up. You got to be what you want, and what you want will be. Okay. That's my housewife tagline. Anyway, following the awareness, sitting on the Sun, the awareness, the illumination. You know, the Sun card could tell us too, how far back do you want me to go, universe, and look back? I want you to go to your childhood. I want you to do it right. right? I want you to do it right. You know, just maybe going back to the age of 3 and clearing that shit up, right? Clearing it up. Get the cups up. Boom. Jump into that 9 of Cups energy and get everything moving, right? The hangman turns around, has the awareness. The sun is given the illumination. You have so much fire on the board that, baby, if you allow it, it will be there. And the King of Pentacles following with the Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is before the King. So the Ace is for you and for him, right? It's the energy he's feeling. He or she feels. It's that pull. It's that intuitive energy. And guys, it's all coming on the sun. And coming on the sun, this King of Pentacles could certainly be someone of your youth too. But there it is. Okay. It's like I gotta keep him on too. Alright, now I am gonna switch decks. And I'm gonna go to the Cosmic Tarot. Give it a shuffle or two. Again, I apologize if the lighting is dim. I really love doing the readings by the window though. Many of you know that I will be moving in with my love in August, so we will be going to a new location, guys. A different state. And then you're going to see me back and forth. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So this abundance wants to come to you, right? It wants to come into your 3D, your material world, something you should touch, taste, feel. Okay. Alright, I'm coming down to this King of Fire, King of Wands. Find out more about this person now. Look at that. Earlier energy, 7 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Whoa. Whoa. This person carries heavy energy with them. One more. Explain the 10 of Wands to me. Something with this person's heart. Holy shit, look at that. The 9 of Swords. Wow. And then I had a card fly and another one here. 7 of Wands. What is going on? Excuse me. Judgment. Wow. Okay. Wow. You want to talk about someone who's got some heavy energy. I don't know who this King of Wands is yet. He is attached to the 10 of Cups. This could be a father. This could be a husband, a brother. But this is about this person's energy. This person, you know, I just feel like whatever they've done in the past, this person has paid it tenfold. Paid the price tenfold. Whether that be through their health, maybe that's why it's feeling something with their heart. You know, I don't think it's their finances. I feel like finances are, I don't know if they're great or not, but they're okay. They're not what's of worry here. You know, and again, I just want to say, because I feel like faith is a big part of your reading here, I feel like this person with the Judgment card here could have been reborn. And, you know, if this person didn't have a heart attack, I would be surprised, because so much energy above them. Heavy, heavy energy. A lot of it's self-created, right? Paying you know, you hear some people say, you know, we don't pay karma for lifetimes. What we create in this lifetime, we don't pay it also in this lifetime. We're paying for the previous life, and that may be. Boy, do I feel like this person's paying for karma in this lifetime. Now, it could be because in a previous lifetime they didn't clear it either, something like that, but I feel like actions that he has done, or she, and you know what? Here's the thing. This person knows that no one's going to believe him. This person knows to come to someone and say, you know, I've been reborn. I follow the word of God. I've been humbled. I've fallen to my knees. I've been made aware of every single thing I've done, and you know, it's affected me in many ways. I feel like arthritis, you know, particularly something with knee, and I feel like, why the knee? So maybe this can be healed, because I feel like, why are they feeling in the knee? I've never felt this before. I feel like because the weight of everything is affecting their knees, because their knees have to carry it. Now, if you know this person, I don't know it's asking to let them back in your life. For some of you, I feel like this is your father, to be honest. And, you know, he may have passed with the card Judgment here. I don't have the Death card out. I don't have many of the cards. You know, I don't really have the energy of it, but maybe because you know, even, you know, this is my father, I probably still love him. However, I probably did not forgive him. Anyway, this person thinks that no one's going to believe him. No one's going to believe, you know, that I've changed, that I'm not just changed. I'm just changed, because they are different. I want to take one more, and I want to see if I can just ask, is this, can you tell me if this is more romantic? I feel like it's both. You know, I feel like for some of you, there's something with this person's skin. You know, they may have like something on the cheeks, but it might be getting close to the eyes too. It could be like, why can't I think of any, I wouldn't say porphyria, but that is not what I'm thinking. Psoriasis, rosacea, that type of thing. I feel like, and I feel it flares. It flares during stressful times. Okay. What did I want to know? Oh, I want to know, is this romantic or family? Definitely someone knows they fucked up. They know it. They know everything within them. I mean, really. You know, this person, you know, if you talk to them, however, we'll figure it out. But man, they have been put through the ringer, you know, and we're going to say, well, so have we. I've been put through the ringer too. I'm telling you, this person has been made to pay back karma. Boom, boom, boom. boom, boom. I clear one thing up, bam, something else. I clear another, bam, it's right there. Right there. And they can't turn around. They can't run. They have, it's like the universe is saying, But what happened is they had a rebirth. And I am talking about a rebirth. Okay. Look at that. I had the Emperor. So for a lot of you, I know this is your father. I kind of felt that anyway. Doesn't really have to be. And maybe you're not 100% sure who your father is. Maybe your father wasn't there when you were growing up. And they may be coming back. If they're alive, they may be wanting to come back. And I do feel like that's what they want. And, I get it. Like, you had to live through it. I get it. But I can tell you, that I feel like if you give it a chance, again, completely up to you, but if you give this person a chance, doesn't mean you open your whole life up, right? You give them a little bit of hope. And hear them out. I feel like you will not regret it. And all that pain that you've been carrying and carrying and carrying, it will fade away. And it's bringing that harmony back if you allow it, right? You do need to come from a higher place for this, for the acceptance of it. And everybody understands, and everybody would understand if you said no. However, what can be, what can be, what can be. I have the World. Look at that. I have the Tower again. Ay, 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 and this King of Wands. So, okay. Okay. So I just said all that, and it's really showing me the destruction of this person in your life, or what felt like that. And I have to say, and I'm not going to, and this is all I'm going to say about it because the rest is up to this person, but this person has suffered also. Like, if they weren't in your life, I feel like they had a pretty rough life. So I don't feel like they were like, living in Beverly Hills, sipping champagne. Maybe they were, but there was a lot of shit else that was affecting them. If that matters. For many of you, I know this is your father, and the Emperor card of Aries. But my direct question was, is this family? Is this a lover? And I get the Emperor. With the Seven of Cups, so I know that's not for everyone. And I feel like it's also telling me about different levels of. Okay, why did I go down there? Well, I shouldn't have said that because I just said he was reborn, and here I am judging already. Okay, I want to look at the Ten of Cups alone. No influence. Nope. Cards just went flying, excuse me. We have the Six of Swords. We're looking at only the Ten of Cups right now. The Nine of Pentacles, and look at this, the Ten of Cups. Nine of Pentacles into the Ten of Cups. Independent energy into a relationship. Six of Swords coming out first on this Ten of Cups. It is the energy of things getting better in my life, things moving forward in my life. It can certainly be communication, right? But it is showing me the possibility. And why do I say the possibility? Because I have to accept it. This is my father. It's showing me it taking it right back to this Ten of Cups. So that energy exists. I already knew it existed. But do you want in it? Do you want in it, or do you want to stay where you're at? And can I just tell you that this person loves you? And whether they're in your Ten of Cups or not is not even their concern. Is that their wish? Of course. Their concern is that you have the energy of the Ten of Cups. And you can believe me or not. It's completely up to you. But this person would do anything to be able just to give you the energy of the Ten of Cups. Would they wish they could go back and do it? Absolutely. But they know they can't. They have to begin where they're at. And that's what they're doing. The beginning right where they're at. Your dad may have been a cook, a chef, pastry chef, painter, painted houses, painted easels, gardener. I have the Ten of Swords, the Five of Swords, wow, and the Prince of Wands. Here's fire, here's younger fire energy. Okay, so whether this person now is your father or someone of your past, it's showing us here his energy at a younger time, connected to this Ten of Swords. It's showing here like the mental capacity and probably within the communication. If I go back, I would explain a little bit of the King of Swords up there, right? my throat. This person probably was a narcissist. And I'm saying was, okay, was, because I know the change. It's up to you to decide whether what you accept, okay? Anyway, yeah, I get it. I get it, because it's showing his energy. Over and over again, it's showing me his energy in the way he has been, or she, has been to the world. I want to say, son of a bitch. Yeah, son of a bitch. Being directly affected by that, right? And then the splitting. So, when we were in the 10 together, whether you're my dad or my lover, whatever this is right here, the mental anguish. There was mental anguish, right? To the point where I felt alone. I felt alone. I just felt alone. Not this man, you. Okay, so whatever they did to you, it is that feeling of being alone. Doesn't matter if I have family around me or not. But here is that younger energy with the Ten of Cups above him. So it looks like he's going on a journey. Looks like he has something he wants to accomplish, which is exactly what the Page of the Knight need to do. And the Ten of Cups it almost feels like it's in his backpack. I'm carrying it with me. He's got the sun at his shoulders. So there's a blessing for this path going forward. A blessing for the path that he now chooses. Okay, and I'm leaving that energy there. Because I'm sure I could go on and on and on. But I feel like we get it. And now I prefer to move out of that energy. And the reason I want to move out of it is because I've been feeling very light in your reading, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I'm going to jump over, so now I'm going to go to the Tower. I'm going to jump over to the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower. I'm going to look at them together. Someone's family business something could have happened. Maybe I lost my father. It was a family business. I lost my father. Now I'm taking it over. If I didn't take it over, then what are we going to do? We're going to let it just go. But definitely taking energy over for another. I had the Princess of Cups. Wow. This is your younger energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Wow. Five of Wands. And the Seven of Pentacles. So the first thing I think when the Seven of Pentacles pops out is no matter what the no. Okay. This tells me the Tower needed to happen. The Tower energy was part of this plan. Okay? Yeah. It just was. Sorry. um, I'm going to take one more in that. Please excuse the dog in the background. It's like she has her hand over the cup. The hand's over the cup. So if the Ace of Cups appears, which we already had, right? I'm black. I got my hand over the cup. You know, when you hear a reading like this, people from the past, never did the reading say, stop what you're doing and give the person time to catch up to you. Don't do anything. Don't get in a relationship. Don't go on dates. Don't do anything. Wait until this person comes to you. Never would that come up in a legitimate reading. Never. This is about you building you, right? And living for you. And what is meant to happen, right? It will happen. It will happen. It will happen. But if I want to say I'm in a waiting period, well then look at it more as a learning period, right? I'm in a learning period. I'm evolving. So whatever lies ahead as I keep evolving upward can only match that energy, right? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. And I have the Two of Cups again. Okay, so this is connecting us to a romantic love here. Probably Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but I'm looking at the Devil's energy. I'm looking at this Devil's energy. And, you know, if we look at the Devil, it's really about our dark energy. And working through it. It's not about the elimination. It's about learning how to work with it. And not be controlled by it, right? This is talking about a connection to someone, for sure. And maybe you're questioning what this connection is. Because, you know, you're sitting in the energy of what feels like toxic. Just human behavior, right? Previous human behavior, but it's feeling toxic at the moment. But I see you like trying to figure this out. Maybe even, you know, we're on the tower. And for some of you, this may just be the period of needing, you know, you needed to be independent for a little while, right? This is about even showing up as the Princess of Cups. Though I know it's younger energy, we also have to remember that sometimes it means that we haven't evolved emotionally from that period, right? If nothing else, as we age, usually we emotionally evolve. You know, we want better, we do better. You know, we learn that if we want better, we have to do better. And if we do better, We have better. Okay. Anyway. I want to look at the Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Wow, this is the direct energy of what I put in, I get back. What I put into something, I get directly back. This is the perfect energy to come out. The Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands together. Eight of Pentacles is about the work that I put into something, right? Be willing to put in the work because the reward is yours. What I put into it will determine its growth. The Eight of Wands is about energy that's happening quickly. So this tells me, not that I want you to worry about your thoughts, because I don't. There's no need for that. I don't have the Eight of Swords here. This is about knowing that, listen, you're trying to manifest something back to you. I know that. Do I think it's a lover? Yeah, I do. I know that. I can feel that energy. And, you know, with the Four of Cups here too, and the Five of Wands, all I want to say is there is a need to look at one's own energy within a relationship. I have a feeling I'm going to keep saying this and keep saying this. This is something that's been building for the last 6 months within my readings. 3 to 6 months. Beginning stronger and stronger. Almost like, what do you mean you haven't looked at yourself within a relationship yet? What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't you want the best? Well, yeah. Well, then analyze, figure it out. You know, figure it out, get on with it, you know. We can't sit in it. What's the sense? Time is a ticking, time is a ticking. Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking. Into the future. Steve Miller. Anyway, directly what I put in there, what I put out there comes back to me. Higher thoughts, my friends, higher thoughts. Ask for the world, but then be willing and be able to provide what it is you want back. You know, mirroring yourself. Mirror yourself. Okay. I can tell the noise level is starting to pick up outside, so we're going to try to bring this into a closure. I have the Hermit, card of Virgo, and I have the Four Swords. Well, this is telling us with the Four Swords and the Hermit together, you know, where do we seek our healing from? This is within. This is energy of going within. This is asking for healing, asking for your angels and your guides to help. Open yourself up to the idea of allowing them to help you. Okay. This is an internal journey here, though. This is the internal challenges. You know, we call them challenges, but this is where your healing comes through the Hermit. The Hermit energy. I seek wisdom. And when I come out of the Hermit energy, I can now teach, speak of what I've learned. Speak of. Listen, this it's bringing me back to the King of Swords, where they were saying, you know, you just have a better way of bringing us back together. You have a better way with words, that type of thing. That's what I just spoke of. have 6 of Wands. Beautiful. Victory. There's the Queen of Cups. There's the King or Queen of Cups. And there is the Empress. Beautiful. Beautiful. What can I say, Pisces? It's clearly showing us the way to healing for you. To be able to do everything that was brought up here. It is internal, okay? Not external. What moves me into the Nine of Cups energy, self-fulfillment, is the internal journey now. And listen, it only brings you what you want. Queen of Cups turning into the Empress. The Empress is all queens, right? I've mastered all the queens. I don't know. I just feel like it's your natural. You know, I go through this healing process. I know that I need to look. You know, what does it mean when you look inside? It means that I'm going to let my guides in. I'm going to let my angels in. I'm going to pray. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to look. I'm going to use that mirror. And I'm going to grow from it. I'm willing to do that. I'm not fearful of it. I mean, it's just things that I've done. It's things that I've done. I just need to look at it so as not to repeat it. This is coming from a higher type of energy. It just is, right? I got to match what I want back to me. So I'm going through this process. It's showing me that you come out victorious. That you move from this Queen of Cups energy, which is beautiful energy anyway, right? Into the Empress. The Empress, I am wise. And I am loving. I am nurturing. Both to you and to me. My faith is intact. My spirituality is intact. I keep myself grounded. I make sure that I keep myself grounded. I seek. And then I receive. She's coming from the highest energy that you can hear. Because she's creating. She knows she's creating. She's creating the 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. The Sun. And the 4 of Pentacles. You want to talk about a strong foundation. All that energy is falling into the 4 of Pentacles energy. This is about the strength of your foundation. How deep do your roots go? Well, they go for eternity. And my loves, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there. You know, reading never feels done to me. So I have to make a conscious effort of somewhere ending it, because you guys know I could go on and on and on and on. On and on. I love you guys. Have a beautiful month of July. I hope you're open to some of what you're being asked. Always your choice. Always your choice. But don't come from the ego when you're making your decisions. And follow your heart and your intuition. Okay? Which is one and the same. Thank you, my loves, for your likes, your shares, your messages, your comments, your donations, everything that you do for me. Thank you. You make it worthwhile. Let's put it that way. You definitely make it worthwhile. I always love doing your readings, Pisces. I always know I'm going to go on an emotional roller coaster. But I'm ready for it. I was prepared for it. I love that you end as the Empress, male or female. It doesn't matter. This is just someone who, listen, my masculine and feminine, they're in balance. My light and my dark, they're in balance. Doesn't mean that I have complete control over everything. Things will fluctuate. But I keep myself grounded enough that if the fluctuations begin, I notice it. It's illuminated to me. The Sun, the Empress, into the 10 of Cups. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.